Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We've got some stuff to talk about for Christmas ideas. So if that's kind of interesting to you, stick around. It's gonna be great. If you're anything like me, you need some Christmas ideas, okay? Christmas ideas for you, right? These are gifts for you guys because your wife has been asking you. They've been saying, what do you want for Christmas, dear? And you're like, I don't know, I'll just go buy whatever I want anyway, right? Because that's what we do. I know that's the case for me. So I've been thinking really hard of things that I want for Christmas, and I have come up with some ideas of things that you might need. Okay, so that's what this video is, so you can tell your wife, hey honey, will you go buy me this? I kind of like that, or this or that. So anyway, let's get started. Here we go. In front of us is a cart full of stuff that I really like. None of this stuff I am sponsored by. I don't think so. No, none of this stuff. I'm not sponsored by any of this stuff. This is just stuff that I really like, that I want to talk about because I think that you would like it too. Okay? I mean, that's all it is. It's just stuff that I like that I think you would like. So let's get started. First, let's clean up this mess. All right, first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is what I just recently got. See, still got the sticker on it. For under $20, you can get an 18-inch adjustable wrench from Harbor Freight, okay? I know that you're not going to use this very often because the only time that I would really need this is when I'm trying to change out the ball on my hitch on my truck. That's really the only time, and maybe occasionally a few other things, but that is about it. But I needed a wrench. I needed a wrench big enough to be able to do that, okay? So that's what this is for. You know, 2 or 3 times a year, I got a big wrench, and plus you can hit things with it, right? That's always important. And why did I get it from Harbor Freight? Because it was under 20 bucks, still comes with a lifetime warranty, and it fits my needs. So it's the Hank Hamilton special at Harbor Freight. If you watch Hamiltonville Farms, I don't know, he's always got a crescent wrench. But I needed one, and here it is. Now I could have bought a DeWalt version, a Craftsman version. I could have bought a whole lot of different other companies' versions of this wrench, but I would have paid twice as much for any of those, for any of them. Harbor Freight, $20. You might need it. It's a nice heavy-duty wrench, okay? Lifetime warranty. All right, what else? All right, next, guys, we're gonna stick with the Harbor Freight theme here for a second. I recently just bought myself this Ratchet wrench, okay? And I shouldn't say recently, I've had it for a while, but I've recently been using it. And I think I know I paid less than $20 for this. It might have been, I wanna say $12 to $15, you know, so it's in that budget of tools under 50 bucks, okay? But what I like about it is it's got this knuckle on the end. So when you're turning a bolt, here I got a little bolt here for an example, right? You're turning, you're getting it nice and tight, or you're busting it loose. If it's really tight, you're busting it loose. But then once you get it loose, now check this out. You can swivel it and kind of speed up the process a little bit. It makes it a lot easier. Or just maybe there's something that's really hard to get. It's a hard to reach spot and you need that little angle. You know, when you need it, you got it, you have it, and it works great. It's kind of the Harbor Freight knockoff version of Snap-on. Still a lifetime warranty. If you listen, there's tiny little teeth in there, okay? It's a lot of different, it's not the big clunky teeth, it's those fine teeth, which is a preference for tool owners. But I just like it. Highly polished chrome, nice rubber handle. I'm a fan. I think you would like this too. So just an idea for you guys. It's like I said, that's all I'm doing. I'm giving you some ideas. All right, what else do we have here? We have the Lube Shuttle grease gun. Not the grease gun, not the grease gun like they have in Indiana. You know, those Indiana folks. You know who I'm talking about, don't you?
But as I think about greasing, and you guys always hear me say greasing.
All right, so this is a grease gun. It's the Lube Shuttle. This is the cleanest way that you could ever grease any type of equipment. I am so impressed with this thing. I've had it for over a year. I do not talk about it enough on my channel. I am just super duper impressed with this thing. It is phenomenal. I'm just gonna take this little sleeve off real quick here. And as you can see, this tube, which is basically this, screws right onto the top of that. That's all there is. There's no plunger or nothing. Super easy, super clean. You get a full tube, you put it on there, you screw it on. This is just a sleeve. That's all this is doing. It is not functional at all. It's just there, so it protects this tube a little bit and gives you something to hold on to. Now, coupled with this lock and lube grease gun is the, no, I mixed that up. Coupled with the Lube Shuttle grease gun is the lock and lube coupler. All right, this is awesome. It really is, you guys. This is the lock and lube coupler, okay? It just works. It does such a great job. It holds on to that grease zerk, and this strong spring pulls back on that, and it gets a really good grip on that grease zerk and doesn't let go until you push this little trigger down. Works great. This Lube Shuttle grease gun, I think you can find it around $70, I'm pretty sure. The only downside, but I think it's totally worth it though, guys. The only downside is you gotta use their proprietary tubes of grease, which I think you can pick up a dozen of these for around 60 to 70 bucks. I don't know about you guys, but one of these tubes of grease will last me probably a couple years. Maybe not, because I got the other tractor too. So, but anyways, I'm about halfway through this tube, and this one's still full. But I haven't been doing a whole lot of tractoring this past year either. So anyway, but it'll last you a long time. That's all I'm saying. It's worth it in the long run. I just think you should get it. It's made in Germany, actually, I believe. Yes, made in Germany. It's really well put together. The lock and lube coupler, however, where did I see? Made in South Africa. You don't see many things made in South Africa, so I just thought that was kind of interesting. Okay, do you live in a cold climate like I do? I'm up here in Minnesota. It's pretty cold outside. And in the wintertime, I always have a fear that my battery's not gonna have enough juice to start my tractor. That's always an issue. It's happened to me a couple times, but it's never happened to me since I got a battery tender. Okay, this is a battery tender junior. It's about $30 or so, maybe $25 around the holiday season, maybe cheaper. It has these little alligator clips hook onto your battery, but what's nice about that is you can leave these hooked to the battery. This little pigtail that does come with a nice little cover can kind of stay outside your tractor engine, and you can just kind of tie it to, you might have an engine block heater like I do, just plug them both in when you're done using your machine, and you will always have a battery that you know is charged. And it's best to have one of these. This is a battery tender. Sometimes they're called a battery maintainer. I have the cheap knockoff version that Harbor Freight has right here. This is like $10 at Harbor Freight. I don't know about the quality of it. It doesn't seem like it's that great. I haven't used it yet. I don't trust it. But this I have used, and I love it. And if you live in a cold climate, and even if it's not a cold climate and you just want to make sure that your battery always has juice, get yourself one of these. Good present for you. Put that on your wish list. Okay, next, I want to talk about hearing protection, right? Hearing protection is super important when you're on anything that's making a lot of noise, like a tractor or a chainsaw or anything, a sawmill, right? You need hearing protection. And these are made by 3M. These are the 3M Worktunes. I paid $50 for these. I absolutely love these things because they're Bluetooth, okay? I can charge them up. They'll last me the entire day. I can listen to music from my phone. I can listen to podcasts. What I'll often do is I'll have my phone on my tractor on the window, kind of with a suction cup holder type of thing, and I'll be watching YouTube and listening to a lot of your channels while I'm mowing grass or moving brush around or whatever I'm doing. But these have been really nice. I really do like them, but there's a downfall, okay? When I'm wearing them, they're very comfortable. I don't have a problem wearing them, but sometimes when I want to take them off, I'll put them up here. I'll put them on the side of my head, and that becomes kind of cumbersome, and it's just not the most comfortable thing to do. So the alternative is I set them down on the ground or I leave them in the tractor, and then I forget where I put them, right? It happens to you guys too. You forget where you put stuff because we're starting to be that age, right? We're starting to lose it a little bit, okay? So what I have been recently introduced to, thanks to Tractor Time with Tim, because if you didn't know, I was featured on Tractor Time with Tim about a month ago or so. We did 2 different projects together. We planted some trees and then we cut some brush with his flail mower, and he gave me some ISOTUNES. And you probably haven't even noticed, but I've been wearing them the whole time right here. I've got them around my neck. Okay, the ISOTUNES. I am impressed by these. I really, really am. And I think the biggest thing that I like about them, now there's a couple of things that I like about them, but these are also Bluetooth. Okay, so I can hook them up to my phone, just like this, same thing, same type of features. I can take calls, make calls, whatever. What I like about these is they go around my neck, okay? And wear them around my neck. They're very comfortable, they're very lightweight. And magnets. They're locked in place. I'm not gonna lose them. What I have appreciated about this product, and we can open this box and I can show you, is that they send you a whole bunch of different fittings. So depending on the size ears that you have, you can, these are very simple to change out. Let's see. They unscrew, they come right off of there. I don't wanna, yeah, they just come right off and you can put a different size on. It's a very cool feature. But yeah, they're basically, they got this spongy material like you have on those squishy earplugs. So you just pinch them a couple times, you stick them in your ear, and these block out more noise than these do. That's just how they are. I don't know what the decibel rating is for these, but this is 27 NRR, whatever that means. You guys could probably tell me. I don't really know, and I don't know what the 3M is. I'm sure it's some sort of OSHA rating, right? Does it say OSHA rating somewhere? Hearing OSHA compliant. Anyway, there's different types of ISOTUNES. These are the ISOTUNES XTRA. I don't know a whole lot about them. Like I said, there'll be a link in the description. I'm really starting to like these things. So, all right, hearing protection. Oh, you can buy these for about 40 bucks right now on Amazon or anywhere else, holiday deals. And I have seen these for about 40, 45, $50 as well. Normally though, these are like 80 bucks. So if you buy them before Christmas, you can find a deal. Definitely worth it, either whatever one you decide to get. All right, what do we have next? I'm going with the sprayables, okay? WD-40. I mean, right? You always need whatever type of lubricant spray that you prefer. I like WD-40. It's just, it's a multi-purpose spray. I use it for a lot of things. Hey, I bet a lot of you don't know that this will clean your bathtub better than anything. Okay, it will take the soap scum off of your bathtub so much nicer than any other chemical. Plus, I don't know, guys, but I like the smell of WD-40. Your wife might not like the smell in the house, but it doesn't last long. By the way, it won't last long. It kind of dissipates real quickly. But it's a super awesome cleaning agent. It also works really well of, loosening up bolts and nuts, and I don't have to mention it because WD-40 is awesome. Put it in your stocking, okay? You can get a can of this stuff for about, I don't know, $7 or so, right? Now this, I'm kind of new to. And I've been using a different version. I've been using this different version of this last year. I used this on my snowblower. And I used this on my snowblower. This is Turtle Wax. It's spray on Turtle Wax, sprayed it on my snowblower. it really kept the snow from sticking on my snowblower. It worked phenomenally. But I was watching Project Farm. And if you haven't watched Project Farm, that is a guy that demonstrates every type of thing that you can possibly imagine that us guys tend to use. He demonstrates it and he finds out which are the best. Well, this happens to be one of the best waxes that he had on his channel. Now, this is also made by Turtle Wax. It's their different version. They call it the Hybrid Solution Ceramic Spray Coating. Okay, I haven't really put this stuff to the test yet, but if you watch Project Farm, you'll see him test it, and this stuff comes out on top. So I'm looking forward to using this stuff a little bit more for the cars, for the snowblower, for everything. So, you know, just simple Christmas gifts, okay? None of this stuff costs more than $10. Well, actually, I think this was 11. But anyways, what do we have next? All right, lastly, guys, I cannot tell you enough how much I love this thing. My chainsaw. I am in love with this chainsaw. This is the Echo CS 590. It is just a beast. I have the 24-inch bar on it. I got the 24-inch bar for Christmas last year. It came standard with the 20-inch. You can buy it standard with the 24-inch, but now I have the 20 and the 24, okay? And I bought this case off of Amazon, and my wife made this little sticker for me. Isn't that kind of cool? So I've got a nice little case for the 24-inch bar. This, I can't, it starts, it has a ton of power, it's pretty lightweight, I just love it. This 590 has been everything I wanted in a chainsaw and more. I cannot tell you, this thing starts real easily, it runs absolutely phenomenally, it's just great. Now, is it under $50? No. This is about a $400 chainsaw, okay? But if you were to get the same size chainsaw in a steel or a Husqvarna, you're gonna spend $700 to $800. You just are. And if you wanna look at the reviews on YouTube, Echo product line is just as good and oftentimes better than the steel or Husqvarna, okay? Really, they're an underappreciated company. I think they're gonna grow and start to take more of the market share from steel and Husqvarna. I really do. This is the CS590 Timberwolf edition. It's just awesome. You guys have seen me use it on the channel and you've heard me talk about it before. Get yourself a great chainsaw. You want to spend some extra, you want to spend a little bit of money, right? You're gonna get yourself a nice chainsaw, okay? Now, speaking of money, what else do I really, really like? This toolbox. I love this toolbox. I bought this toolbox about 2 years ago from Home Depot, and I know I only paid about $470 some for it. And I think right now the same toolbox is probably around $600, but that's just the way of the world right now. But it's great. I love it. And look, I finally have the lid closed. There's my mess underneath there. Oh, here's something else. JBL speaker. This is great too. If you're looking for a good speaker, good sound system, you know, maybe just for your garage, I have 2 of these. I keep one at school and I keep one here. The battery will last forever and it's waterproof. You can throw it in the lake. I haven't, but apparently you can. So that's really nice. So anyways, guys, back to the toolbox. It's nice to have organized everything in here. Keep my tools nice and organized in the toolbox, and it's been great. So if you don't have that in your garage, I would really kind of push you a little bit. Get yourself a nice size big toolbox to fit most of your stuff. I really like having one. So I can't really think of a whole lot else. I am going to do a video about some flashlights, and that's probably going to be the next one that you're going to see, about through night flashlights. Now, I am sponsored by those guys, but they sent me something that's super impressive that I need to share with you. And you know what? One more thing before we leave it's chainsaw related, and I just thought of it. So hold on, guys. Chainsaw related, okay? The Artillian toolbar holder, or the toolbar system, okay? This is awesome. This is the best chainsaw holder on the market. There's just nothing better. It just locks your chainsaw into place. You can even put this little pin through here, and it's really not going to go anywhere. And your chainsaw really becomes part of the tractor. It's not falling out, it's not going anywhere. But what's the best part, it's on the back of your tractor. And you only need it when you need it. If you don't need it, you take it off and you leave it at the house, you leave it in the barn, you leave it in the truck, whatever. You only need it when you need it. That's the best part. So, you need a toolbox with you out in the field, you can bring the toolbox with you. If you don't, you take it off the toolbar and you leave it. You put something else. Maybe you need a tool basket or a long handle tool holder. Artillian has a whole bunch of different variety attachments for the back of your tractor, including a 5-gallon bucket holder just to pick up debris in your yard. Plus it mounts onto any ROP system. So if you don't have a BX Kubota, maybe you have a John Deere or an LS or a Mahindra or a TYM, whatever you have, or a zero turn that happens to have a ROP system, this toolbar will work on it. Okay? All right, I'm kind of rambling on this. I just want to tell you guys, this is really worth it. It is just a fantastic product. So I can't think of anything else right now. But yeah, Artillian does make some good stuff. Christmas present ideas. There you go from me. Anyways, guys, hope you're all doing well. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving and you've been able to spend some time with some family. And Christmas is coming. We don't have any snow yet, so hopefully we'll be making some snow clearing videos. And really appreciate you guys watching the channel. Check out our Facebook group, our Ritter Bit will do. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, keep on tractoring, and God bless.